Theatre from July 24th to 26th, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
A very good morning to you all. My name is Daddy Chris, and it's a great day. If I were you, I'll be ready because today, some people can't stand what we are just about to talk about. Yes, because when Jesus Christ, I wanted to preach a different gospel today, but this struck me most. So I said, let us do this. Let us do this. This is hungry. So we're going to discuss something very deep today. As usual, before I even talk about it at all, I want to quickly bring my people in. Not like before. Let them witness this.
Good morning,
Miriam. This one, you never reach Miriam. Mary. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning. Happy weekend. How did you enjoy your weekend?
No, but don't talk about my weekend. I don't get weekend. Make I quickly bring the engineer because this guy won't tempt me. How can I be alone and be enjoying weekend? This morning.
Daddy Chris.
Wait. This morning she said that they tell me say make I do exercise. I say you don't see old man they do exercise for the daytime. Now in the night exercise they do exercise. The morning you are strong. Anyway, that's not what we're discussing today. Many people they vex. I know say many people they talk like women. Yesterday they will tell us the truth today. AKA engineer. But let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the mood. We're going to discuss something really important today. And I think it's one of the most important discussions we'll be having on this platform. We'll be talking around it, but let us see whether we can practicalize something today. Can we actually put some of the things we talk about to practice? I want to see whether we can prove it. And to make some of the things we talk about, to make it this in the central argument, or maybe what we want to take away today is that no nation that cannot feed itself is truly free. What is independence, Mary? When somebody say I'm independent, I mean I can take off myself.
That's it.
But Nigerian and other African nations claim to be independent, whereas they cannot feed themselves. Are they independent? You see, you know why this is so interesting, Mary? Maybe we shouldn't have even had any. If not for one man that I know, I respect, we won't have independence today. But perhaps those that bring the message home, they brought the wrong message home. Or maybe they didn't emphasize the most important thing the guy was talking about. So for people to understand it in context, I really want us to take a look at the life of this very great man. His name is Marcus Garvey. We want to really take a look at what he did. I don't think we have time to look at the history. For those of you that have never read about Marcus Garvey, please go on your YouTube and watch a documentary about him. It's somebody you want to talk about, you want to know. But let me just say this. The reason I brought him this morning is so important because so that you can understand that the people that brought independence to Africa, number one, Kwame Nkrumah, the Nnamdi Azikiwe, they were all influenced by him, by this guy. He's a Jamaican. There's somebody that left Jamaica with a rubber bag. That paper bag, not be Ghana must go, not get Ghana must go. Now paper bag he carry. Came to the United States and saw that divided we were suffering. But I want you guys to understand this. So he said, what black people are going through must stop. Just the way I'm crying here, that what Nigerians is going through today must stop. And why is it painful then? We had everything. Black people had some wealth. Do you know, as at that time, let's put Marcus a little bit right. We'll bring Marcus Garvey back. As at the time we're talking about, you cannot even go into the shop and buy something and they will take money from you. For a white man to take money from you, you have to drop it in his hand. You will stay in his hand. That was how bad the racism was. And Marcus Garvey was saying, wait, you take our money, you degrade us, you look down on us. Okay, you know what we do? And he saw that if we come together, we could do something. So he formed a union called the Universal Negro Association. And I think you need Improvement Association. This is the most important thing he did. What did he do? These are all people, all of them are gone now. So we got to respect the spirit of those that fought for us. This was a belief years ago in the United States. I'm talking about how independence came to Africa. When he set up this movement, Mary, and Evelyn and Mishak, what did he do? He now started to say, let us put our money together. He asked people to invest. If you hear what Daddy Chris is saying, he's my idol. He's my role model. He tell you, invest. He didn't say donate. People were buying shares in Marcus Garvey's business. The business belongs to all of us, not him. He was saying that black people must get out of poverty. And he has the remedy to do so. And he implemented them. Mary, from that day, you know what he did? He was able to form, in those days, when we wash, it's not like now when everybody have washing machine at home. There's a place where you go and wash your clothes. You understand? For you to go there and wash, white people will even discriminate against you. So he set up his own laundry, where black people now go and wash their clothes. He now set up his own restaurant. Because there are some restaurants where black man cannot sit down and eat. If a white man comes, you have to get up and go inside. He said, okay, we're going to set up our own restaurant. We're going to set our own supermarket. There's something Marcus Garvey did not do. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. And that's between that he was going to do. Not that it's a losing, but he wasn't given the time. But maybe, the short time the man stayed. He was able to make so much money that he bought 2 sheep. You know what is a sheep? Boat. Okuna over the collar. Wait, let me go back. Oh, where is the picture? I took some of this picture. The ship, the one we have the national shipping line. The one that will carry goods from one place to the other. This is a man that had no penny. He came with a paper bag. We are not talking of a period of 20 years. It's a period of 3-4 years. That he was able to put black people together and bought a ship. You know what he was doing? He said, we are going back to Africa. What did he say? He sent people to Liberia. These were the set of people that set up Liberia. And when he set up Liberia, oh God, oh man, there's something I'm going to jump to many things. So many things. And I love what he said. He said the Liberian movement was not going to be built on anything. It's going to build on what we do with ourselves. Marcus Garvey will tell you, don't fight them, don't fight white people, but come together and grow your economy. He did it. That's why he was able to buy cheap. And he was sending people to Liberia. So the people, they were technicians, engineers, people that were going to construct the new nation. And guess what? The people that were driving the ship were black people. This is what, this is the same man that inspired Nkrumah of Ghana. That's why Ghana got independent before Nigeria. You see how big we reach. Ghana never gets independent. Ghana got independent 3 years before us. And I want you people to take note of what I said today. Ghana got independent in 1957. We got in 1960. It was Kwame that was coming to Nigeria with the ship to talk to the Fela mother to plan Nigerian independence. This is the man that influenced them. The message, the thing I say we get wrong with Marcus Garvey did so. He said, we are not talking of, we need a revolution. This is what, this is the Bible. We don't need a blood revolution. But that of broken chain and rebuilt dignity. And the need to turn every backyard into a farm. Every village into a corporation. Let me repeat that. So when you see me, Daddy Chris, cry here, we need to turn every backyard in Africa into a farm. We want to turn every village into a corporation. I've hammered on the farm enough. Today I want to tell you about the power of cooperation. But what this guy was talking about. So when maybe sometimes you said to me, oh, why don't I agree with this young boy? What is his name? So Abi, these are people talking about revolution. Revolution, what kind of revolution? What kind of revolution? I want a young boy who will preach a revolution that will turn every backyard into a farm, Mary. Every village into a corporation. That is the revolution I'm looking for. It's in your hands, Mary. It's not with us. Evelyn, this is in your hands. It's not with us. And I really want to cut the shades, cut a lot of it today. Can you imagine that we, as a people today, we can't feed ourselves? We rely on aids. Emily, if Oyibo not send us aids, we no go eat. Whereas our land is lying down. African land is uncultivated. Please look around you. Look at how many land that are there uncultivated, and you guys can't feed yourself. And you have independence, you have a president, you have a governor, you have councillors, you have fools. I call them. That is the leaders. No, that was not why you got independent. That was not the independence Marcus Garvey was talking about. The independence you brought home that you are now abusing. People fought for it, and this was not their vision. It was a vision of Africa that could feed itself. That could turn every backyard into a farm. Every village into a corporation. What did I say here? No more aid. No more aid. Why fertile land lie fallow? We need to embrace skill over syllabus. You know what you guys do? Workshop over whiteboards. Train engineers, not essay writers. Farmers, not philosophers. One another verse. The bulk of your education today, this is what is bringing out. And this guy, when I think about what Marcus Garvey, if he was deported from America and he died here in England, if Marcus Garvey was allowed to stay in the United States, he would have moved. His leg never touched Africa before he died. Painful enough. It's like the Moses. Moses, you will not see the promised land. Watch out to be Moses. There's always a curse. He was the Moses. They call him the Moses, the black Moses. Now, I'm going to bring a message tomorrow that every generation of our time have their own Moses. But we're not going to that today. So, but what is so interesting is that the guy had a clear vision for Africa. Is that what we see today? Africa, after how many years of independence, they can't feed themselves. But the originator, the person they took the idea from, like I keep telling you guys, those of you that cherish Fela, Fela is a very big singer. Fela is the one that fought for freedom. Fela got his inspiration from him. And I quote you, if you stand to be corrected, when Fela came from England, he was singing about music, about women, about food. All his music was about women, food, dance. Until he went to the United States. And he saw what black people were going through and what we could do for ourselves. Fela came back and he started to fight the system. I don't think there's anybody that fought for Africa or fought for Nigeria than Fela Anikulapo Kuti. All came from him, Marcus Garvey. Now, why am I saying this today? Today, as I was sleeping yesterday night, I woke up in the middle of the night. I wasn't sure what I want to talk about today because I wasn't very convinced what we should be doing. So what I then do was to put up this in and I said, God, what is it that Marcus Garvey did not do? That Daddy Chris would have loved to do. He bought a sheep. He bought everything. He's talking about, Mary, look at the farm. He should turn every backyard into a farm. If we do that, will we be looking for food to eat? Guys, talk to me.
No.
Are you sure we're going to look for food to eat? Somebody that doesn't have a penny was able to buy a sheep. In overnight, I asked myself a question, and that brings me to what we're going to take a look at this today. And I propose this for the Yoruba nation, and I want to use Yoruba as a point of contact for everybody. I'm an Yoruba man, so I prepared this for Yoruba nation yesterday, and I designed this bank. I call it the Yoruba Bank. And in my presentation, I've written an open letter to the President General of Yoruba nation, challenging him, and in fact instructing him. I am actually demanding it. I'm not asking, I'm demanding it. That Yoruba nation should have a bank today and now. Now and now, not tomorrow, now. Why am I trying to say, Mary? Many of us have account. You put your money in UBA, in GTB. You are not even treated as a human being. You want to get loan, you need collateral. And like on this show, I cry every day what my grandfather was able to do. He was able to put people together. They gather money to the end of the year, and they've got their money back. And that same collection was giving loan to people. That's my father. Yesterday on that show, I cried that on that very weekend show, I cried that our kings can actually set up a little thing like that. But today I come up with something as I was sleeping, that the really best way to do it is for us to have, as an ethnic nation, to have this thing what we call the Yoruba Bank. What is the bank going to do, Mary? We're going to have the Igbo Bank, we have the Yoruba Bank, we have the Hausa Bank, we have the Kwale Bank. Divide it more if they are too big. What am I looking for? Like what Marcus Garvey was saying. We need to turn every community into corporations. Alone we will fail. I refuse to set up this bank myself. Why? If I set it up today, if I die, Mary, who will take it over? I want it to be owned by the nation so that it will even live when I'm still not there. Other young people will enjoy it. Other people will live with it. They will fly with it. Oh, this is what I am looking for. If it is me, I've got enough food to eat before I die. They ain't bad at the grace. This is about people perishing because they refuse to come together, or they refuse their eyes, or they refuse to get the real message of Marcus Garvey. Had Marcus Garvey opened a bank, somebody that didn't have a bank was able to buy a ship. Imagine if he had opened a bank. The bank would have been giving loan to black people there. They would have been able to do major investment, maybe. They were only, you know what he told them to do? Just invest. It was the money from investment that Marcus Garvey used. But this is what I say in this bank. That the highest share is 5,000 naira. Meaning everybody can afford it. Now, even if you are very rich, you are not allowed to buy more than 50 shares per person. Highest is 50 shares. So what will happen is this bank will be owned by the people, for the people, and the interests of the people. Mary, Evelyn, if I want to take a loan, if I pay you today, I pay through this bank. They know that your money is coming from there. You have enriched your bank. You are not enriching UBA. You don't need a stupid bank that will never recognize you. If your community have this, your money goes there. That's where they're going to give you loan. I want to travel abroad. Give me loan. I will pay. They will trust you. Do you know that we cannot even farm well? They say, where's the money to farm? But the money is with us. Oh. Our money is in UBA. Our money is in Zenith Bank. Bring your money together. Have you seen the boys that own banks in Nigeria? They swear. They wear good suits. I like the UBA guy. He's trying to give back. But that's rubbish. Every community. In fact, that is my message My message, I will preach it. Like Jesus Christ was preaching the gospel. Every community must have a bank. What do you do with the bank? You know, I will talk about UPU in the UK again. Munaroves, I come from Urobo Nation. And the first thing I saw, now we have a good initiative that our President General here said we should buy a house, Urobo House.
Daddy Chris, please, to balance your narration,
go on, sir.
You're talking about Urobo Bank. Now, while you were talking, I've been listening, and I was going to ask before you made reference to what I wanted to ask. You're talking about community bank. Urobo Bank, for example, is not going to be any different from the community banks that we have been having all over the country that have been liquidated by the same indigenous people that are supposed to own this bank. Monies have been stolen. There's no accountability. There's no internal audit. And community banking and the Urobo banking, or the kind of banking you are projecting, as in like the concept of Marcus Garvey, has been around for over 2 decades, and it comes and goes. Is it that we do not have the capacity for sustainability of such community and indigenous banking, that most of this bank you're talking about Urobo Bank is no different from the community banks different communities have had.
It is a community bank.
We've had.
You are right.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, and we've been having them, and nothing has come out of it. Most of them liquidated after a year or 2 or 3
I'm going to ask you one question.
What is the problem? Why?
Only one question. The problem was leadership.
That is it.
You see, when I was designing the structure of this bank, as I was designing the structure of this bank, I used one word. As I was designing the structure, I used one word. The king becomes the patron. Now, because Urobo have many kings, I now have only one man, our President General, as the patron. Now, you see, the boards of directors are going to be run by young and old. Such a transparency that any attempt in these days of internet will be disgraced. There is no room. Listen, in fact, let me correct this. There will always be flaws. There will always be people who want to bring things down. But that will not stop us from progressing. In the absence of community bank, sir, what have you done? When people get money, you go to the commercial banks. Who takes your money and treat you like shit? It's even better your community people even eat the money than for Zenith Bank, he contributes nothing to the community other than he collects money, and they don't bring any money in. It's your money they give back to you. If I'm wrong, correct me. I would rather even believe that I want my king to eat the money than from one stupid boy from UBA to eat my money. I know, I understand what you're saying. There will be flaws, but that's where leadership comes in. And when you structure things well now, you see, engineer, you see, when you do one thing, you fail. You do it again. You fail. You do it again. You get better. You don't run away from it. If we have enough community banks in Nigeria, there would have been progress. The question is, what do you do with the bank? The bank must have a focus.
Now,
yes, go.
Yeah.
Must have a clear direction.
There's another flaw that we seem to experience. Now, I love the idea that you're projecting. Now, I want to ask a question. Most of this community, because I followed the trajectory of community banking. Most of this community bank, Marcus Garvey's concept was basically gather the money invest the money on behalf of the people, the Black Negroes, and at the end of the year, for example, it shares the proceeds. Of course, like shares, they get dividends and all that. But what has community banks been doing? Do you know what they do? It's contrary to Marcus Garvey's ideology. When they not get these monies, they carry these monies now to commercial banks to go and bank instead of investing maybe in agriculture or maybe in agro-allied.
You see the difference? The problem Thank you. Now you said it. Money will not grow if you don't use it well. Why you tell your people to bring money together if you don't have something to do with the money? If people don't even borrow the money, the bank will not grow. So I always say to people, engineer, when I set up SRTV, I didn't set it up with the plan that people should come and advertise with me. I set up SRTV to promote whatever I want to do. Are we clear? I don't need you to promote my things. I will set up with my platform. I'm able to do things. That's why you see how many products and services I have created with SRTV. Because when I was setting it up, I have a clear mission where I was going. That's why so many people can't work with me, because they don't understand this is not a traditional television station. I want to ask you guys, how many TV stations publish their own magazine monthly? SRTV. How many of them organize show like the Nigerian Week? SRTV. Which of them organize Nigerian President? SRTV. Which of them have housing? SRTV. We're different. We're very different. You see, my people, when you steal a vision, and I want to say this to those of you who are listening now, when you steal somebody's vision, you can never have what the person is talking about. Sometimes you can even make it better. I would have loved to see you guys make the vision you stole better. Like I'm crying now. Kwame Nkrumah came. You see the first thing they did? Because when you set up, when you now have a nation on your side, your productivity will be endless. Oh, somebody hold Nigeria with a central bank and Nigeria cannot feed. It's what the engineer was just saying. Nigeria today have a central bank. Well, who kicked you people out of the studio? All right. Now, Evelyn, Nigeria today have a bank. We have money. But we can't feed ourselves. You ask yourself why? Do you understand? Now, because Nigeria is too big. It's too big. They cannot even organize themselves anymore. They are so rich that they don't know what to do. You understand? They don't know where to place emphasis. But Nigeria have a bank. There's something called the Central Bank of Nigeria. But the surprising thing is that each of the states don't have a bank. That is the thing that eludes me. Nigeria as a country have a bank. They have their mission. It has what it's doing. But the state don't have a bank. Local government don't have a bank. Is the commercial bank now ruining us? Engineer can tell me how much community bank has failed. How much has commercial bank failed? Abeda Bank is actually raping you. They don't do anything. They owe you nothing. Let me repeat. Commercial banks owe you nothing. But if you have a community bank headed by your king, I don't see how you guys are going to get it wrong. If you have the young and the old, the expert in that community, where people talk about us, they speak your language. I'm sure, and if they made a clear mission, you see, everything we're looking for now, we need a leader. I'm looking at the Marcus Garvey of this place. Every community have a Marcus Garvey. They just refuse to come out. Every community, maybe they've even come out to kill them.
The issue is that how is it going to work out if it's the leader that is actually...
Yes, well, I understand what you're saying. If the leader is the problem. Evelyn,
I said...
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
In our case, the same people are Roto now. If you see my letter, I was writing to the President General of Urhobo Progress Union, who is like the man who is in charge of 24 kingdoms. Because Urhobo doesn't have one king, you cannot say only one king is superior over the other. So we now have one President General who is elected under one umbrella. The man is useless. That body is the most wasteful body you can think of. Because you know why it's not as if they don't mean well. Because there's no focus, like engineer just said. Even if you give them bank, they will collect the money and they will not do something with it. It will fail. It's only the bank, when you collect money from the bank, you use it to farm. The president of the farm will add something to the bank again. So the bank is working. You don't collect money and put it there. You'll be like the kingdom of God, which the man that dropped his seed to his servants. The money must multiply. And when you invest it, it will multiply. Wait, engineer, if I set up Urhobo Bank and I have enough money and I build houses and I sell, wouldn't my money multiply? I take an estate. Look at ordinary, you know what? Ordinary boys in real estate, they are doing it today. And they're making serious money. Why will I want to go and buy a house in my village today if I have a place where there is already a place where there is security, where there is light, and the estate is promising me order? Why will I want to go and build another one on my own and suffer? I'll buy from them and pay. Anyhow, I pay. So you cannot get it wrong if you even open a bank and start to build houses for sale. If you open a bank and start to farm. So the essence of a bank, what did I say the bank? Is to have access to finance. It's not an end, but it's a means to an end. Without money, you can't invest. You're going to say, oh, say government didn't support us. Federal government didn't support us. Nobody want to invest in us. No, with your bank, you don't need that you don't need them to determine who you are. You say what you want. You become like an independent woman in the UK who can feed herself and tell her husband, don't try me, I'll leave you. And they will leave you. That's what we mean, the meaning of independence. When I started this topic, what did I say? A nation is not independent if it cannot feed itself. And when a person can feed himself, he speaks for himself. Hallelujah. Did you hear what I say? When you can feed yourself, you talk with authority. Come and see go see my. I don't want to bring my wife into this issue here. My ex here, when she's now a mental health nurse. She earned close to more than me. She talks with authority. Why? Because she's earning her money. Do you know how much mental health nurse earn in the UK? We call them Uncle Tom. With the rush, they married them in those days. My ex no say, for her to talk to me well again, she need to prove herself. And she was able to prove it. When I talked to her, I'm not a mental health nurse, so that was the first thing she broke out to me. She talks with authority. You are not independent until you can feed yourself. What independence do you have in Nigeria? When UK is talking, you cannot open your mouth because they will cut aid from you. Donald Trump just cut some aid. All of you are panicking. Are you independent? Now let's solve it. Marcus Garvey was able to deal with them in the United States. This was a time where black people means nothing. Not now. As at the time Marcus Garvey came, oh, Mary, you guys cannot understand what black people were going through in America. He broke the yoke by saying, we're going to come together. Oh, let's bring Garvey back. He said, let us come together. Let us organize ourselves into a unit. And with this one, he was raising money. Had this man opened a bank, America for explode. And guess what? There's a black woman you guys need to read about. The first black woman to own a bank in the United States. She changed the world. As at that time they were slaves, she was controlling. Money speaks and bullshit works. Here we go today. A lot of independent countries, independent nations who are not really independent. What are we doing with ourselves, Mary? You guys need to help me understand this. You see, now my proposal is this. Because I don't want to talk to Delta State government, because it's like they are masturbating themselves. You know, when you don't know what you're doing, and they think they are doing what they're doing best. So you can't blame them. If not, somebody with a lot of money that could not put it together and organize his own system and is waiting for allocation the next month, what do you do with such a person? He cannot feed his people. Mary, what kind of governors do you have? And there's no sentiment. Imagine, Mary, if every single state governor would say, I have my own bank. I am banking my own housing. Oh, look at what, you know why China is gaining more than everybody? Before they said the Chinese model is failure, but Chinese model is working better than America now. So many things in America are now made in China. It's not me, it is a fact. iPhone you're using is now assembled in China. It's made in China. Go and look at the back. Made in China, an American product. Why? Because the Chinese model will invest, the state will invest. They don't even allow the ordinary person to have it all. Mary, I could own the RoboBank. Where am I going with it? If Marcus Garvey has owned his own wealth, we will be talking about him today. No! He was talking of the liberation of a race. You are made a governor. You can't think of how to liberate your people. You are a disgrace.
You're fighting to be independent so that they'll have their own presidents, their own governors, and not to develop the country. That's the truth. Because if they had such kind of mentality in them, we would have not been here. Just like what you said, if Donald Trump has cut some aid, I think it was supposed to be like a challenge to us to want to do better for ourselves. But you see people crying. What are you crying for? I said does not want. So were we not supposed to start thinking of how we can get these things for ourselves? Are they supposed to be the people a kind of protecting the sick ones in Nigeria? Are we not supposed to be able to help ourselves as regards the health factor of Nigeria or the health sector? Are we not supposed to have it to be good? Instead, even those ones that are even good enough, they tend to leave the country.
Of course.
So I don't know when you see people crying and they are insulting the president of America. It's funny. When we have our own president here that was supposed to do better for us, rather they choose to travel outside Nigeria.
Maybe now from the president down to the state, down to the local. You know, yesterday I was talking about all this way. I was talking about the local government, the use of our kings, and that's why I did not even come up with Delta State Bank. Otherwise, when you see me preaching today, really, it's Delta Bank, Edo Bank, Ondo Bank. Mary, how can they get it wrong? Support it with insurance.
I keep saying it for the fact that everybody wants to own something for themselves privately. This nation, something you're asking for, let's say the Robo Bank, it has to do with the whole of Robo. It's not going to be that easy.
I know. Okowa have a bank. The thief. I know they don't tell us he has a bank, but he has a bank. He didn't create bank for Delta State, but the fool has a bank. Take me anywhere, Okowa. I go open book for you.
It only takes the strong to want to have that kind of mentality.
But
you know, now we have the
they're going to leave it. They're not going to do anything with it. After
the governor finish, when he leaves his seat as the governor of Enugu State, he will not have a total control of the Enugu Air again, right? Another governor will take over.
What is going
so it has to do with someone that does not have a selfish mentality to want to do something.
But what are you going to do with the money? The money you cannot even control it. You know what I said to Ibori? Ibori opened a Western Dental University, and I said that university should be Robo University. He not go beat me. What is he doing with the university? With the Robo University, all of us will go and contribute to it now. The university would have fly. It won't be where it is now. We'll be contributing to that university, Mary. Building a nation. Using the university to produce the next set of Robo youth we want. We won't be using it to portray, to project the next Robo nation. We will train the kind of people we want. We know what we want. We know what we are lacking in the Robo nation. What are you doing with the university? Like I said, every community will turn into cooperation. Every community, not me. Mary, I opened the television station and I titled it Robo Television. I could have given it any other name. Do you understand? And that's why they call today, everybody feel belonging because it's Robo Television. It's not that they Chris Television. You understand? And I said to them, anybody that has come to me and I say, you cannot work with Robo Television, you lie. Because it's not mine. But I will not allow you to destroy it because if you are selfish. Because I have a duty of care to the brand to make sure I project it to where it's supposed to be. But it's not mine. If you want to talk of my television, it's SRTV, it's ART. I can't try create all those one, Mary.
Yeah.
What is Okowa doing with a bank? If he could not create a bank for the state, nobody is like Peter Obi.
Individuals not owning a bank. You say a bank owned by just one person.
Exactly.
So it's a private sector.
Exactly, Mary.
But if, for example, we have something like different communities, right, owning a bank, or different tribes owning their own banks, these people will not be dominating us. The private individuals will not be dominating.
Mary,
because I know Nigeria and tribalism. Everybody in Robo they will never look at Enugu Bank. They want to
go. Exactly.
They want to go for Robo Bank. When another part in Delta State, maybe another community or so open their own, everybody there wants to go for it.
So by do it and grow your community.
You must get people. Talking about customers, definitely people from that particular region.
I opened the Robo Television today. Everybody listen to me. When I speak Robo now, they listen because they are Robo. All right. You see, Mary, you see, that's what Marcus Garvey is. He has the people. That's why I'm confused why Delta State cannot progress. If you already have Delta State in your palm, you have a brand already, Mary. That gives you unity. So when you open Delta Bank, instead of me to put money in Edo Bank, I'll go and put it in Delta Bank.
But we say young people should be allowed to be in government. Let's take for example some governors if we can tell ourselves the truth. We've had young people as governors in the state. What were they able to do? In fact, they didn't even give us good records. The young people, they could not even make a difference.
Yahaya Bello, number one.
Even if one of these old people put them there, they can't even make a difference. We've had young people.
Stupid governor. The guy has no idea. Mary, you see why it's so painful? That's why I continue to respect Peter.
He just married a fourth wife.
Peter is the only governor that could invest something in the name of the state.
You are coming to tell us that he has issues with EFCC, but he just married a fourth wife. Yahaya Bello. I hope you saw the case. He just married a fourth wife. Like they did it in a small way, a kind of not too elaborate.
Yeah, I know
that. He has married a fourth wife. A young guy like that, four wives, only him.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
They
agree for that one.
Okay.
Leave her, make the women, make the girl husband.
I mean, he's not even thinking about the case at all. It's about his own enjoyment. We are the one disturbing ourselves. Someone has case.
What kind of enjoyment can you really enjoy if your state is dead? Yahaya Bello is in trouble because he cannot move around. There's no good road to drive his beautiful cars. I saw this man, the other one from the state. That one went by all the motor when they did this world. Which road he want drive the motor? When Dino Malai they drive the motor? Which of the roads? Is it not the road in Kogi State I see?
He has kids now. They inherit it. That's the
inherit what? Your kids don't even need your inheritance. In the United Kingdom, Mary, my children already have their inheritance because at 16, at 18, they are entitled to their own house. There is the inheritance. My son, at 18 years old, is moving away from the house. He won't stay there anymore. He's going to rent his own place. He can, maybe the system has now made him an adult. They will now equip him. If he rent a place, they will pay for him. He's an adult. Is that not an inheritance, Mary?
It is.
What kind of inheritance do you want to give to your child other than a better society? I don't understand people. I saw them carrying the money of everybody to go and send one child to school. You are stupid because if the society failed, he can't even come back. When he come back, you lock the fence so high. We live in prison. And we call it what? Security. And the funniest thing, they will never listen to me, Mary, because you know why? What I'm saying is not pleasant to their ear. I'm talking to them. Marcus Garvey did not, know the painful thing. That's why I bring in Marcus Garvey. The man that made you to have this independence now, if not now you go for the control the money, when make you come, they control the money, so this was not his vision. You can imagine when Marcus Garvey did for grave now, they cry. What Africa has become. Many years ago, the man said, oh, you can imagine his vision. Oh, God.
You know,
And that's why when they
like
say,
that,
I need a revolution,
people like that
that's
was
why when all
alive.
these young
Even
people,
if the truth is, if people like that were alive till today, let's say they're alive till today, even if we're not inventing anything, we would have been doing well in business, in trade, we would have been doing
yes.
better.
You know what he said here? He said, I said one thing here, that intelligence is not inherited. Though. It is proven
Not
when they
getting this from outside our life. We would have been doing well in
master
business.
change.
You export what you have. You import what you have. I don't just understand. So where are we making money?
Maybe
Where are
that's
we
the
making money
thing.
from?
We can't embrace the change. Do you know the land in Isoko land is so good with rice, Mary? Now I was here. That young man was telling me the possibility in Benue State. The body just they pay me. Yet we are hungry, Mary. Look at how much rice could come out of Benue. Mary, we are hungry. No, I don't understand this. Something is wrong with us. If it is true that we can farm in Benue, this one now, this kind of farm, they tell you so. They not say make you go do grass so. The one God will see bring water. Maybe, hey, can we be more blessed? If you do that one here, the whole crops will die. In the UK, as you planning your farm, you plan how you're going to put water, how you're going to water the plant. But in Africa, you just plant, God will water it for you. Yet, you not fit farm. The swear be this one. But the vision of independence that you have now, these are the people that cultivated it, Mary. He cultivated on a vision that everybody
we now picked interest in farming when we now realize how important it is. And now they are not allowing us to farm.
Mary, not even only farming. When I use the word farming now, today I come up with this one, say bank. Mary, let me tell you one other thing that struck me. And I presented in one of my robo shows to my people. You know how much they are begging to bring, what's the name of this your big supermarket?
Is it ShopRite?
ShopRite. Anywhere ShopRite day, not development. You know? And I was confused. Then I interviewed the governor of your now Minister for Works. I interviewed him in the past and I asked him, what do you need? He said he told ShopRite to go to hell. Then when he was governor of Ebonyi State, that guy, ShopRite, was telling him to bring about 4 billion naira to build ShopRite in his place. And the ShopRite, he was going to give them 20% of the investment. He said that Chris, I built ShopRite, I built something that was just one floor. I built a double-story building with 2 billion, and I have 100%. Who is really foolish? Now let me tell you what ShopRite. What the moment I can defeat all ShopRite. You know what I say to them in Robo Nation? Anybody that have a shop, you just show me your shop and you are done. I will supply stock. You put in your shop, you sell at a price, you make profit, you bring the money back. All you need to do is show me your shop. You know what I will do, Mary? I will buy the thing in high quantity with RoboBank. Oh my God. I will buy in stock. That's what they do here. All these Samsung shop we have in the UK, they don't go to the big place to buy. One person will buy in quantity, Mary. Brings to them. That's where they take and put in their shops. So they get it directly. Now you know where these people go and buy the one they sell to you? They go to the next village to go and buy and bring to you. They sell. They don't add profit on profit on profit on profit. Just because the community refused to come together. If one man was bringing this stock, say RoboBank now, is now buying stock of clothes, of food, and he supplied them, Gary would be so reduced because you are directly feeding the shop. And the shop are making their profit. All you need to do to have a business is own a house with a shop. And you're doing business with me, Mary. And to her with ShopRite. What do you do with ShopRite? Ask me. If ShopRite become a development to your place, do you know how easy we can change our lives around? Maybe I'm not using the word bank alone. I said every community must run a cooperative. Marcus Garvey taught us that. Don't look at the people that will fail it. Look at the success behind it. If you fail this way, look for another way to make sure they can't steal it anymore. These are your people. These are your village people. You grow up together. You speak the same language. You have a king who's a patron. What is the point of having a king? That's what I asked.
It's not that we can't do it. We don't just have the spirit of willingness in us. Imagine Nigeria was the one that owned ShopRite today. For not for 30. For not for like 30.
I don't think so. Dangote is doing business. It's not failing everyone. You understand? There's some people doing business. This guy doing his own bank now. UBA is owned by Nigerians. Zenith Bank is owned by Nigerians. They're doing business. They are just some greedy fools. I don't blame them. They're trying to feed themselves. I'm only asking, why is the governors not doing the same thing? Mary, the problem is our state. Our people are not coming together to do things. So one man is raping everybody. And it's not their fault. You know what to do? I said to them, if they're selling rice for one bag of rice for 20,000 naira, if I don't want it, I will make my own rice. I will try to farm my own rice. When I bring it to the market, I know I'm going to defeat that rice. It's about demand and supply. When you have enough rice to sell, and you want to go back to market, I will sell at my price. If they sell for 20,000 naira, they don't go buy your own. They go buy my own. Let me be governor. Mary, how good and how pleasant, how is that difficult? It's not fighting you. I'm falling the price because I'm into production with you. Why will I wait for one idiot to produce rice for my people to eat? So if he doesn't produce rice, we are hungry. What kind of responsible government is that? No, tell me how responsible you are that your people. Oh, no, I don't get this, man. Sometimes, Mary, I'm tired of this Nigeria. Because what we're looking for, if I am sure, if I am convinced that it's difficult to fix, I won't say a word, I will walk away. Nigerian problem is the simplest thing to fix. I said the most complex problem are made up of the simplest thing, Mary. That's what Prince Abuto taught me. Oh, the thing hard well. Now, small thing, I go solve them. You see this phone now? If you pieces are, it will become particles. Even that decrease now, I will become dust. If they pieces me. But me being together, I become complex. But I can be pieces into dust. So the most complex things are made up of the simplest things. That we cannot solve our problem today. We should ask ourselves, do we have leaders? You know what is so painful, Mary? When I have this idea now, who did I see cry onto? I cry onto the body of Robo. Mary, I can't do it. It's not something I want to do. Marcus Garvey suffered. They call him names, so some people say he was making fool of black people. But what Marcus Garvey achieved, they cannot think about it before they will die. And that's why from that day, we have to have the Garvey light till tomorrow. People that follow that movement, don't fight, don't argue. Revolution doesn't mean you have to share blood, but create your own. Mary, do you know how many four of us can do? And now let's put it this way. SROTV run by only that decrease. And now SROTV run by us. Which one is more powerful?
Run by us. Because of different ideas.
Mary, and the truth is,
but then, run by only me is more. I'm coming. Run by only me. Run by only me seems will be more effective. Let's look at us.
No.
Arise is more effective. Channel,
who said so? Who said Arise is effective?
Is more effective?
Who said Arise is effective?
No,
I'm
trying to relate it to something. I'm coming, sir. Arise channels, TVC, most of these, even the church channels and all that are run individually on sole proprietorship seem to be more effective than Delta Broadcasting Service, the Anambra Broadcasting Service, the Enugu State Broadcasting Service, because there's a lacuna in collective administration. People are not looking for collective interest. They're looking for self-interest to project. And that is
But
where
why
we
you
have
not-
a problem.
why are you not
I
solving
think
that?
before we start looking at all this, I'm coming.
Wait,
Before we start
engineer,
looking at all this
I hear what you're
business,
saying. I agree with you.
yeah.
What is the governor doing? What is the governor in place?
That is the problem. We need to transform the mind first.
No, you can't transform mind.
Before we bring up this business, before we bring these business models.
You don't transform mind.
Before we
The
bring
mind
these
will follow
business
the mind will
models,
stay. When I got to England, they didn't transform my mind. I was forced to obey the law. Mary,
yes,
engineer,
that is,
when I got to England, nobody transformed me. Nobody transformed me in England.
England was
The law
already
is there. I
transformed
obeyed
before
it.
you
I go to
came.
prison.
England was already transformed before you came. The system was already
But they didn't
working.
transform me.
The Nigeria of the 60s, I'm coming, sir. The Nigeria of post-independence of the 60s is quite different with the Nigeria of now. In the 60s, what you're talking about now was untraceable, that was very visible. We had regional governments that were earning their own money through food production. We had regional governments, we had regional cash crops that were exported by the different regions.
Yes.
That were earning money from them. We're giving money to the center.
Yes.
We're running a parliamentary system of government.
So,
but when you look at what is happening, we've had this Yoruba Bank talked about all these business models you are projecting.
Okay,
they are
man,
practical,
why
no
can't
doubt.
we do it now?
But it is something that you and I know that the
I don't know.
leadership has been the problem. What do we do about leadership?
No, engineer. No, the question I ask you is, why is it not doable now? Ask yourself. You see, the good thing is you identify a problem. So meaning you can solve it. If I know that my wife, now this side I go sleep with, I go get belle, and I'm gonna sleep with her that way, not be me be the cause. Evelyn, don't put her down. Don't get talking again. You know, wait, if you get a problem, you now have a solution. You're not doing it. What I have said now, today, thank God I've been able to come up. Because in those days, Mary, what I'm saying now, it's not as if it was not there. We had the national shipping line. We have Nigerian Airways. We have Nitel.
We have Niger Dock. We had Niger Dock.
And you know why, Mary? You know why it fails? Because some set of idiots is the military that helped to fail those ones. People were just doing things the way they want.
Civilian is not perfect, military also.
Exactly. So there were so many rubbish that happened, and Nigeria lost it. Today, we are the only big nation on earth that don't have a national carrier. There's nothing like Nigerian Airways. In fact, maybe I won't go back to Nigeria now. I don't get a plane. We should clap for ourselves.
The problem is that we want to do another election for 2027. So nobody's.
I know.
Nobody's.
Now, Airpeace now, maybe Nigerian airline. It's Airpeace Nigerian airline.
Yes.
It can never be. Airpeace is a man looking to make his money. You see, let's get one thing clear. Let's get one thing that we forget to know. Whether NTA fail or not, whether DBS fail or not, the DBS or the mission of NTA is different from that of channels. NTA is out with the primary aim to solve society problem, not only profit alone.
And the quiz, which one? Which NTA?
I know saying that will beat me because of that one.
Which
because they've put themselves so much.
Society problem.
But Mary, you know what is so painful? The only problem with NTA is administration. The only problem with NTA, if I become the DJ of NTA, say all of them go come out. Because we will be productive, we will serve the nation. You know what I always say to people? Where is the money coming from? Because I am the president, I won't fund NTA. You know what they do here, Mary? That was what they were happening in the UK. The government of the United Kingdom was funding universities. Now, engineer, listen to me. Universities were funded by the government in the UK. At a point in time, Tony Blair said, no, we can't afford it. Our economy cannot afford this. You, university, take school fees and fund yourself. Guess what? They are now making 50 billion every year, contributing it to the UK economy. Do you see that, Mary? So sometimes you're going to embrace some changes with the time. It's not going to be always. Sometimes when this one get to a stage, government will want to step in. When there is need for government to step in and aid it and be part of it. But when sometimes you know they are going to be lousy, you pull out. If you tell Unibank, if you instruct Unibank to feed themselves, they will. Didn't I know, Mary? If ordinary private university can feed themselves, Unibank can do better. Ordinary mushroom university can feed themselves. Can't Unibank feed themselves? They can. But you need to come. That's where leadership comes in. Mary, this thing we're talking about. That's why it's so painful. When we talk of leaders, please learn who you call your leader. When they say this man is a leader, is he? It's not whether he's a good man or not. Does he have what it takes? Like I said now, you see, maybe we got independent. Do they even know how they got independent? They don't know the meaning of independence. Do they know what it takes some people to suffer? What the independence meant? What is the true meaning of independence? Now you got it, you don't know what it means. Delta State want to run an independent state. You have your own decision. Everybody yesterday, I was fighting with somebody. Oh, the government is not, the federal government is why Delta State is not going. I say, you guys are funny. Did the federal government stop Delta State from owning a bank? Does they stop Akwa Ibom from having Akwa Ibom Air? Can they make money from there now, Mary?
I think there's Ibom Air now.
And that's what I'm saying. Where's Delta Air? Now you clap for the governor clapping. Now they talk to. Your boyfriends are busy masturbating themselves, spending money on stupid roads with no single investment, not one. This is the most wasteful generation I've ever seen. That of Delta State is extraordinary. I don't want to talk to them. The time go reach when we go settle. Go settle our scores for Delta State. Because the state is not yours, mister. The state belongs to us. It belongs to our children. It's not yours. So when you sit down there and shut the fuck mouth. Shut it up. I don't want to choose the bad word. Shut it, because the state is not your own. This is our state. If you want to be governor, you are my governor. So I must be able to talk about you. Otherwise, you cannot get out. It's sentiment. Because sentiment is not putting food on the table right now. Because of your inactivity, there's no food on the table in the Delta State that is so blessed. There is nothing that is in Nigeria that is not in Delta State, Mary. If you're looking for fish, we have it. If you're looking for farm, we have it. If you're looking for oil, we have it. Tell me what is lacking in Delta State. Human resources they have. Tell me why Delta State cannot progress. Dubai does not have what we have. Look at Dubai. You see some set of foods, you see, and then they celebrate them. I said not be that decrease. Now get problem with me. When I look for ways, strangle me first. Because you guys will not rest. I never face them. They are very lucky that I'm not even face them. Because if I face Delta State, they will pack. I'll be their problem to the international world. And I'm not doing it because I hate them. I'm doing it because they're not doing the right thing, Mary. It's not going to help our children. How can you have DBS? Look at DBS, is wasted. The amount of resources in DBS, channels don't have it. Let me repeat that. The building, the resources in DBS, channels do not have it. Do you hear me correctly, Mary? But look at them. Just look at them. An ordinary farmer in Holland doesn't have the land Delta State have. But that man is feeding a nation. We need to stop. We need to turn this around. We cannot say it's all right. Because it's not all right. I come today and I ask everybody on this platform. I only talk about bank. You know what I did, Mary? In my own time, when I just talk about one product today because it's getting too complicated for them. That's why I pick up a product. Even though what I really come up with for Urhobo people was Urhobo Commonwealth. That was the language I used. Urhobo Commonwealth. So banking is one of the products of Urhobo Commonwealth. Farming is one of the products of Urhobo Commonwealth. Having an insurance is one of the products of Urhobo Commonwealth. Oh, Mary, imagine if I have my farm, if I have this bank, you know what I'm going to do? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rear cow. In a civilized way. I don't need Hesme bringing cow to me before I eat cow. Are you guys not stupid? Mary, now imagine now they take the rear cow. They sold their destiny because of cow.
You can afford it.
With your money. We are all enemy of progress.
Thank you, my daughter.
You open a place to rear your cows. You see a group of people planning on how to bring it down. How to destroy that.
Be honest with people like that.
That's
the governor is saying that somebody is bringing him down. I can understand probably bringing me down. For you to bring a state down, it is hard though. When people come together and talk, even God they shake. Talk true. We've experimented in the Tower of Babel. When we came together, God said, if we leave these people, see where they go. Individually, you will always fail. But together, in unison, Marcus.
Well, why were they able to like want to succeed? They all had one mind, one focus, right? They were driving out, achieving one particular thing.
Maybe we never know who was leading that Tower of Babel. The truth is that there was a leader. Marcus Garvey was a leader. Even though the people in the United States, they were dying in suffering. They were happy in their death. Somebody will come and buy food. They will not take money from you. You will still go there and buy. Until Marcus Garvey came and said, this has to stop. So we just need somebody to stop this. And maybe I'm talking to you, Marcus Garvey. Forget about that one. There's a Marcus Garvey in you. Can you come? You know what I know, Mary? I say it every day. The children of Israel would have remained in Egypt if Moses didn't come up. They foresee there. It was Moses that said, we got to go. Where? Follow me. Even when he don't even know where he was going, he said, follow me. And what did they do? They followed him. Even when they get to a place, they were say, Moses, why did you bring us to come and die here? He said, shut up, follow me. Do you understand, Mary? Yes. That's exactly what Marcus Garvey went through. Do you know how much they were the same black people that betrayed him? This Marcus Garvey, he went to prison in the United States, deported to Jamaica with no money. He died here in England. Now we do. So not be saying that today we betray ourselves. But it didn't stop Marcus Garvey's success now. Nobody can talk when Marcus Garvey is talking. Anywhere I hear the man name, they pause. So like the talk of Moses, who are you? Do you know what Moses went through? The same Israeli, they were the one putting him down, say, why did you bring us here? Now the man throws the first commandment, now he take a stone ground. Because of the people he was working for. They annoy him to say he carried the commandment, take a hit ground, got the verse for him. But what did this man, what do you expect the man to do? You went out there because of how they die. See what they do. It is not true that if you are going to be Moses, that you're not going to be betrayed. But you stick to the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize. There's one song Americans sang during the civil rights movement. He said one thing they did right was the day they stand up for their right. Keep your eyes on the prize. Nigerians, it's time for us to keep our eyes on the prize. We cannot live in a fertile land. No. Nigeria, I used one word, the engineer, you forgot. This is the only nation that don't need to import anything. But it's the only nation that imports everything. We're going to go on a break. When we come back, I'm going to take a look at the papers today. Nado, I'm going to stay with us.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. It's coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
A very big welcome to you all. Today we are talking about the uncomfortable truth. In fact, my message today was going to be, I was going to talk to us about how we have killed so many prophets. Now sometimes we say if Jesus, some people not kill Jesus, they do bad. But maybe now we they kill Jesus every day. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. But let's take a look at this today. Don't forget, I tried to jump away from one thing because they made it not go allow me. Then they prepare for me, say, the day when I go talk about identity, religious identity, say they could cut my throat. Funny enough, yesterday, I was talking about that medical identity. A girl was telling me that the father used to, that the mother sells some things that can clean your system. Maybe if you see the description, but it is being bastardized. We'll talk about that another day. You understand? There must be a way our forefathers were treating themselves. They didn't die at 10 years old. They were able to treat themselves before the Igbo medicine come. What happened to all of them? That's something we need to ask ourselves at some point in time. You know, most of these things, when I talk about this identity, I'm not saying you should throw the good ones that come to you. Every knowledge is owned by God. The word, everything, that's how I see it. The language I speak is owned by God.
The problem is we are leaving the old thing that we're using before.
Yes.
You understand? The things that were helping us before. Just like when they say, if you need help for someone, when you get the help, you change. You understand? Into something else. Maybe these helps also were something that was sustaining us in the past. And now, because we feel like the English drugs is there, what did we do? We had to just throw it aside. Nobody's using it again. So that's why it's not rampant. You can't really see.
You know why this is so painful, Mary? Let's use malaria. Let's use malaria. That's when I'm going to present that independence. Malaria. We know that if you hit yourself without leaves, malaria will disappear. Oyibo doesn't know malaria. We say malaria no good. They come, they manufacture chemicals, they give us the drink. Fancy dog. You don't know the after effect.
And you should say maker shop.
You know, I want to talk now, and there they go. You go to the maker go look at. I said, me and my friend go buy Mercy. He go, the boy look at, he pack, give him. He can't bring this one. He be like, it's in the red more. I just said that I read blood Mercy. Look at, make it just Adam. Now Adam. My friend laugh. They look at me. He said, don't talk. Because
maybe that was your only experience, so and you keep using it.
Maybe, but you don't say some of the Mercy they give you, not get name. There's no brand.
Name, okay. How many get name? Are you buying food tablets? Don't mix it there.
And they will go Misa. But they said our papa not good. Now this one where they miss, when they make a miss for you now better.
No, the truth is, if you are going to a pharmacy, you see the name. They give you maybe a full pack of the drug you're looking for. Because pharmacy cannot be doing those mixture. But when you go to a chemist shop, you have that small spoon now. That small spoon. They use it to press the drug. I really know that. So that's the problem. So you won't blame the poor man in the streets that just want to survive. People want to survive. You are sick, and if you're having headache, you don't expect the person to be going to pharmacy where you just look at you feel like
only with a cooperative. So these things become simple. That we can choose to live. The cooperative with us make a lot of money. We can decide, no, our people must not die of certain diseases. This must be available to us. That's how the European got to where they are.
The thing is this: how many people want to go back to that pattern? If you see maybe one woman that can do a native drug that can give it to you, and when you take it, will be cool. You would not want to go there. You want to go to the English drug. You understand?
I know, maybe.
So
even what I'm saying now, even
fancy that
English
pattern.
or Nigerian drug or whatever drugs, by the time we come together and we have money, I'm sure we don't want to allow our parents to die. That was how the European got to a state where they said, no, old people must be there must be age concern. When you go to a particular age, you go there, they take off you before you die. Do you understand? That's why they were able to come out and say, no, we have money. You know, so many people, health should be free for everybody because they've been able to make money, Mary. They work for it. They were feeding themselves. You know what's funny, Mary? If you can go into war, the food we eat for the next 5 months is there.
I feel like if we never had all these things we have right now in Nigeria, maybe it would have been a developed country, because if we were buying it, if we were importing it we're importing almost all the food we eat from outside Nigeria, we would have been making more money. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe the problem we have is because we have these things, we neglect them. There are things that the UK where you stay don't have. They value them so much, and they want to do more to make sure that they are not suffering. But because we have these things, imagine in Nigeria you can mine and make money. So what do? We don't even know how to mine on our own. These foreigners come in and make money from it. We don't value this food we have. You understand? Just like you said, chicken and chips is a common food in the UK. Bring it to Nigeria. You're a big man. It's something you want to even showcase. You get my point?
Healthy, Mary.
But when you bring fresh maize, fresh granuts, and you take it to someone in the UK, it looks so new to them. How much they want to buy it, they want to make it, they want to eat. But yeah, in Nigeria, it's in the street.
That is organic granite. Our food there, Mary, is organic here.
If we never had oil,
the food we produce in Nigeria is what they call organic here.
If we never had oil in Nigeria, forget it. We would have been doing fine. The problem is because we have these things. I think there was one country that water is very expensive. Water. And I think fuel is cheaper in that place. You can't have it all. You can't have it all.
Agree.
And we have water in
when
Nigeria.
I was
But how many
we used to buy water.
How many is treated? How many of this water can be properly treated for the common man to use? So that is the problem. The issue is because we have these things. And that is why we cannot look for a better way on how to make it, you understand, on how to make it productive for our own use, so that we'll not be begging. We'll not be begging for something we have. You can imagine that we want to reduce the price of gas, and marketers are complaining. What are they quarreling for? Is it that we enjoy when these things are expensive? That is when the common driver on the streets celebrates. Yes, when it's expensive, we have doubled the transportation. When it's low, nobody talks about it. You will not see them complaining. It looks as if it favors the Nigerian citizen when things go higher, because they want to earn from it. Have you ever seen that anything goes up in the market and comes down? No. Even when they bring it down, what do? Those people that are selling it to still be like that. And today we start complaining that the government, no, what about us? What do we do to make a change in Nigeria? That should be the question, though.
Engineer is the one that engineer can see where the whole trouble is coming from. Engineer will tell us that our people are corrupt. Is it that is this? No. Some of these leaders, you see, Marcus Garvey was facing stiff resistance. Don't forget, the guy came from Jamaica. There were people on ground who were looking at him as if he's uneducated. He didn't go to that university. He was a printer, but he learned how to use the power of words. There's no language. Marcus Garvey was good in English. So he used to write for his own newspaper. So when he came as a journalist, he was publishing his own papers. That was all he could do. Very poor, no home. You know when you carry your bag to that place. But when the guy started, and he discovered the problem. And you know what I'm saying, Mary? I'm only trying to say now that, please, let us look at our society. Let us not look at the political issue first. Let us look at what the people need. That's what Marcus Garvey saw. Look, if I put these people together, imagine what we can get. You understand? Put Urhobo together. Put Igbo together. Not to do end of year party. You know, The UPU I have, only end of year party night that they do.
How can you put them together? If all
Maybe
of
they
us are
already
together,
together.
not be having this kind of president. No, if all of us are together, this political system we have in Nigeria will not work.
Mary,
would have not been producing bad leaders because we are united.
Mary,
but today, the northern person will tell you that they want to make sure that the person that will be the president of Nigeria is from the north. The Christian will tell you they want it to be a Christian.
The northerner will not
I wish we were all united. Would have not been producing a bad leader.
I hear what you're saying. I think I understand you. But you know where we're going to defeat the Nigerian politics? By the time every nation begin to solve their problem. Because I don't wait for Nigerians, for Delta State to solve the problem of Yoruba nation. We can solve it ourselves. Maybe let me tell you this. If a good person becomes the European president, and he preaches what Marcus Garvey preaches, if you follow, do you know that we start to farm in our own backyard? We have cooperative. In fact, we will be jealous in us. Anytime you call governor will shut up. He go wrong, come with you, give you what you want. You know, the problem is my UPU president, in I defend the rich Asaba. He want me to give a new Land Rover. Because they are all living on that fantasy. None of them have cultivated a thing. If you go to all the robo houses, if you say amen, you go cry. I said I won't convert all of them to bank now. Let them be useful. And you know what? What does it cost you to raise 20 million to start a robo bank? So that at least your people will not even, your women, when they go meet Lapo, they have a place to collect money and still bring it back at 5% interest, maybe. You will still make profit. But the man doesn't even have an office. He thinks that the office of the UPU president is a place where you celebrate end of year party. Igbo, Ohaneze, all they do is end of year party. The only person that is speaking for the Igbo is Kanu. And I said to Kanu, is this what you really want? You come from a land where you have a lot of industrial people. If I am Kanu, I will not form my Igbo state without Nigeria.
The most clueless thing.
I will not even talk to Nigeria. I will create Igbo state, Igbo country. I will create Biafra state without Nigeria. You know I'm going to do it. Biafra will be economically.
And the only thing they think they could do was to
adopt
the seat at home. Who is suffering from the seat at home?
Thank you.
That one is the most annoying thing. Who is suffering from the seat at home?
What I'm saying.
What
I'm saying to Kano is you will create an economy, a Biafran economy. Brother Biafra, nobody will stop you. You're not fighting the state. You see, yeah. Oh God. There will be Biafran product made in Biafra. Oh my God. Everybody, every corner of Biafra will become a farm. There will be cooperative. The Igbo apprentice system, which is succeeding already, will excel. That's when you fight for freedom. That is what is true freedom. There's no freedom if you cannot feed yourself. And the true freedom is people that can feed themselves. Hallelujah. So I will not even fight Nigeria. This is what I was telling Kanu. So I said, if I'm the president, I'll leave Kanu. I'll tell Kanu, this is not what you'll be doing, boy. I will sit down with Kanu 2 minutes. We're going to come and shake hands and we're going to go and work. We're going to go and work. The country needs people like Kanu to work. He has leadership. No, Kanu, we're not going to put your leadership only to go and fight for. You see what I said to you, Mary? You see that young boy called Sowore? If Sowore get vision, I never see what Sowore create once. Other than to say, oh, they are corrupt. No, let us move beyond that, children. Let us move into.
He's very good at pointing out mistakes of others. I think that's one thing he does better.
Yes.
How to point out mistakes of others.
We want people like Marcus Garvey who will pick up, who will get their hands dirty and put food on the table for us. We are too blessed to be poor. That's what Omar Gege told me. And I was looking at the guy. I said, you're right. He said, we are too rich to be poor. This was you know what made it when the verse Fidel Castro of Cuba. He said we are poor people living in a rich nation. We need to turn it around, Mary. Evelyn, we need to turn that now. That story, that narrative has to change. We cannot be poor people living in a rich nation. And it's not government. They don't have the vision. It's not their fault. For Libya to come, for those people to come up from there, they need a leader. For Cuba to come out of it, they needed Fidel Castro. Sometimes they do it over, but you cannot blame it. Do you know that the same Cuba had the best medical facilities, healthcare, better than America? America can't even treat themselves. But if you are Cuba, you will be treated. They are not as rich as America. Do you need what is called wealth? Define wealth. Because you're going to see all these flashy things. I always say to Evelyn, shine, I always say trouble. You see, as Evelyn, they shine, not trouble. But don't look at the beauty alone. Think of what you're going to do with her. What she's going to do for you. Then she begin to bless you. Do you understand? Because sometimes we make so much mistake that it need leadership, visionary leadership that understand what Marcus Garvey transform how black people see themselves. Mary, that is the biggest thing. It makes you believe that you are a human being. Until then, we were nobody. And why? He's now beginning to tell you, you can make money for yourself. You can feed yourself. Every black man that says, yes, I'm equal to the white man. It was not by force. So he didn't say, let us go and fight the white people. He created black economy. He was able to create. Listen, what they have then, America have some people have the white star line. Other people have the green star line. He said, I am building the black star line. Mona clap for him. Because there was white star line. They had the green star line. They were not like black star line. He said, today, I'm going to buy the ship. And it's called the black star line. They were threatened. Hallelujah. The guy, he shook the establishment. Not with fight. Economically. British economy rule the world. That's what Clinton said. If we feed ourselves today, we'll become relevant. It's a sin that people can't feed themselves. It's a sin that Yoruba can't feed themselves. Yoruba can't feed themselves. The Hausa can't feed themselves. They are fighting for Tinubu who cannot even take care of himself. Or Buhari that is dead yesterday. These are wasted people. Let us all go back. Ignore Nigeria. Build your nation. Nigeria will then support you. The truth is, every single nation in Nigeria is waiting for Nigeria to feed them. I'm wondering, what are the Hausa people doing? What are the whole Fulani nation doing? The whole Yoruba nation, what are they doing? Igbo is the most blessed nation. Intellectually, what they can do with their hands. In commerce, what are they doing? Look at the Igbo land. Mary, that's why during the war, when they cut food supply, they were in trouble. I'm talking, these guys, if we get to speak the hard truth to ourselves so that we can wake up. I wish Kano is telling me this kind of independence. I wish Sunday Bolo was telling me that kind of independence. I wish Arewa was telling me this kind of independence now. Nigeria will, you know what? People will even begin to support you. I will want to identify with Urobo if Urobo begin to do me this. I ask them every day, why would I want to be an Urobo man if Urobo can't even touch my life? My children will not understand you. Not the ones in the UK. Maybe you can tell it to them in Nigeria. They look at what can affect their lives. I said to people, you know what this answer I gave to the UP president here? Let me just say this before we take out one paper and close this show. They said we should bring money to buy a house. And I said, that's a good idea. So we're trying to buy a house for the Urobo house. And I asked myself, of what use is that? Anyway, that's a good step. Then I said, I wish we are now opening Urobo Bank in this place here. Let me tell you this, Mary. If we open Urobo Bank in the United Kingdom, you know what we'll do? The bank will be the one to take guarantee and give everybody houses. So if I want to buy a house, my bank, the Urobo Bank will help me to take the loan. Only guarantee the loan, and I will have the house, and I'll be paying every month. My life will be different, Mary. I will have a house in England today, and I'm paying, through my bank. And Urobo not touch my life. And guess what? When I want to transfer money to Nigeria, in those days we go to Western Union. Urobo Bank will help me to transfer the money to Nigeria. They will make profit. If I count the benefit of Robo having a bank, it's enormous. But tell me what we do here. End of year party. We do cook a wedding, banga soup and stash. Tie wrapper. Fuck people wife.
That's the biggest achievement for them.
Now lie. That's what they do.
Daddy Chris.
They will check body follow another my wife.
Daddy Chris.
That's true.
How did you know it's true?
I mean,
Which one is another man wife? Daddy Chris, which one is another man wife?
Yeah. Mary, this place where we there now, if we get that kind of bank, if one man be medical doctor and he need to rent a place to have a GP, the guy that study medicine will go help and buy the place. He go start his GP. GP makes you billions. Mary, do you know what I'm saying? You've touched a life, and the life has blessed Urobo. We don't have one Urobo man with a GP. Maybe they get, it not go past 2. If they fit tell me, maybe I want to open school today and they look for money to rent a big place. They will not help me to rent it. They know I'm not going to waste the money. Money from school. Now you'll be like, who thief money if you open school here?
It can actually work over there. With the kind of system you have over there, it can work. But bring that one to Nigeria.
It not to work for Nigeria. Nigeria
people are collecting loan here. Now battle to retrieve the money back.
So you think my grandpapa did it. They were paying. My grandpapa owned. When we do for our house, they were returning the money, Mary. You know, sometimes we don't come with some kind of, if you've not been a responsible person, we will not give you money. And when they monitor you, what do they take the money they do? And the bottom line, we will invest our money. Even we go lose some, we will make a lot of profit from some area. Urobo get farm. May I ask you? With all the fertile land in Urobo, they don't get one single farm. So if food not come from Benue, they know they eat. That's how our papa live. Tell me one farm in Urobo land. The whole king, you see 24 king, none of them get a farm. The governor of Benue State was telling me when I was coming from my farm, it's not a culture in Urobo nation. Tell me what are the kings doing? They talk my own. They will not like me. Nobody, I'm not meant to be liked. Everybody hates me, self, I know. But sometimes, this hard truth has to be told to our people. We cannot be independent without feeding ourselves. And the most painful part is our land is so good, so fertile, that there's no streets in Evelyn for us to be hungry. Everybody can be hungry, but not Nigeria. Anytime rain they fall, the rain you see that is joking there, rain not they fall for other places. Ethiopia almost died from no rain. No rain to fall on their crops, so they were dying. That was the famine they were talking about. When they talk about famine, let me tell you this word. Famine they talk about in the Bible in those days. There's no rain, no. That is the meaning of famine, no. Do you understand? So because when there's no rain to water the plants, people will go hungry. You understand? So what? But today now, people no more wait for rain, no. Advanced nation, they never. I said, you get the AI now. They control the amount of water that goes in there. It will monitor the texture of the land and begin to drop the quantity of water it needs. Can we clap for ourselves that we're still waiting for rain to fall? As if that one not bad enough. God see they give us the rain. In those days, they send down the rain. Today, not be send down the rain. Give us AI. The world has changed from send down the rain to give us AI. How can we believe in the 21st century and we are suffering? Who did this to us?
We really have a problem. We have a big problem in Nigeria. Very big problem that will take time to resolve, because we have all it takes. Not that we don't have it. We have the fertile land. We have manpower. Nigeria is overpopulated. So I really don't know where our problem is coming from.
You know, you see, I said
our system.
If you know the power of what our daughters feed do, of what this person they do Yahoo now, what did they go feed do? If we use it well, that every child now know how to press the computer, and knowledge of computer is money for the Indian people. That's what they've done. They've transformed themselves. I said to everybody, I beg, give me this university. We will take and train the young people, the robot of tomorrow. No, when this new boy became president, I said to him, what is your plan? I thought you're going to tell me in the next 5 years, we're going to have 5,000 robo aeronautic engineers, 50,000 robo medical doctors. I thought that is the mission. I'm not going to send a party I want to again. What I see now, I've seen the new conference. It's another robo party. They want to do beauty contest. We want to play football. And they confused. These are some of the things when I created in those days. I said, these children, wait, if me, old man, they do think like that, I see they think like that. They need to be educated. No. See, sometimes you ask, it's not the man that is wicked. Oboribori is not a wicked man. He does not know. How you give what you don't have? I swear, if somebody with somebody born in him, he will not sit down in that place. He will not go to China and begin to learn how to construct roads. I swear, no reasonable governor of the 21st century will go to China to go and learn how to construct roads. More not deal with me. I'm in that decrease. Now I go feel beat. Let them read the paper for me. At least 1 month before we leave this place. Now they go beat. We go marry everything to them. When I go take. See as he cry. You beat her not by self.
Nobody wants to work. How many people now will want to go into farming itself? How many?
You know why? Because the farming, now the way they go in those days. If you see modern farming, you go on farm.
I'm telling you.
Now, no be the way. And if you see the money as they come out, now farmer everyone will marry. I swear, I could go trust our daughters. Now only farmers they going to do to marry. If you know the young boys that were farming in me, I worked only 3 months in my life in Belgium, tomatoes farm. I never forget the boy. Not 18, 20, 21 years old boy. Now get the farm. If you see what we're bringing out, you know, if you see the kind they drive, now you know what it means to be a farmer. You still say farm, not farm. Now, at the time I said the modern technology, the AI go tell the quantity of water when the farm, when the land need, when the soil need, now they draw. So imagine how big those tomatoes could be. How much you go to sell? Come on, man. But with us, Oboribori see allow our people to the carry cutlass go farm. We need to arrest Oboribori. He's under arrest. For you to allow people to even go to, if I'm in Nigeria, you can't go to farm that way anymore. I will arrest you. We need to add value to what we have. I said, if I were in Nigeria, in any state, we'll be supplying banana to London today. Today. Who tell you say we're not going to eat Nigerian banana? Now Ghana own with the ETSO. Who did this to us? Maybe I better read the papers, man, not offend more people. Because as I talk, I offend them. Where do we start from, Mary?
We start with the punch.
Okay, man.
A big story on the punch. Raised to 27.
Okay, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. So all we do is raise to 2027. Engineer, now
yes.
We can't wait.
I mean,
what would they go through soon? So all we do is raise to 2027.
It affects you, that Chris. Now you know they affect you. It affect me, Evelyn and Mary.
Yes.
I die with day for Nigeria here. And I make you day very okay. So, because we basically, when you look at what is happening, I mean, we have lost it totally about governance. All they are concerned about is how to consolidate on power. and get themselves back to their different positions at all levels. That's
My
why
Facebook don't suffer. All the stupidity now, all of them, they don't form new movement. More Tinubu agenda, they add that together. You know, and these are young people destiny. They're just ruling their own destiny. I'm going to laugh. But I understand the guys, they are looking for food. I don't blame them. You see, when you come to a system like this, you don't fight them. You do your own thing. Like Marcus Garvey did. If I come to Nigeria, I won't talk. But I'll begin to create a new nation that they will not be able to stand. Engineer, is possible. I'm talking to you, young man.
Yes. Daddy, you think you won't get oppositions?
A lot.
Seriously.
But you will ignore them. Because you know what you're saying. Engineer, if I sit down and I talk to 20 young people, 18 of them will follow me. And I tell you, I don't, this is what Bafofo was saying. He said if I talk to these young people, they will go on the street. I need to talk to 20 young people. I will tell them how we're going to build our nation. They will follow me. I don't need to force them. They will follow me. And that is the thing we're saying. First, young people, please take up leadership. It's not Oboriwori's fault. He doesn't get it. Tinubu is lost. Tinubu, they swim. You don't know where they swim, they go. In fact, to be president of Nigeria is a very bad job. Because you don't even know what you're supposed to be doing. It takes a man with a lot of conviction to run Nigeria effectively. It's too big for one man to handle. Because if I'm president of Nigeria, agricultural minister are going to talk to me every morning. Where our farm day? And they come inspection. Because they go see. Because they invest too. The state will have a farm. The Nigerian government will have a farm. In partnership with the state and the people that owns the land. How can I be sleeping in Abuja? When my farm is everywhere. Because now I talk about the corporation. Imagine if Robo has started their own corporation with a bank. Then you see the federal government investing in it. Because we say the federal government cannot invest. We say the state cannot invest. They will be interested in investing. You know what? It's the duty of any government, even Tinubu will want to be part of this kind of progress. But why are we waiting for Tinubu to start it all? Because Tinubu is lost. So it takes young people like you to bring out this vision. I come out today, I say Urobo Bank, Kwale Bank, Isoko Bank, Chekiri Bank, Ijo Bank. Is it so difficult to conceive? Is that rocket science? Are you telling me you guys cannot see the beauty of having a bank? How can that be so difficult? Thank you. My guy is here. You know, like I said on this lecture today, if every corner of the state must become a farm, if I can release Kano to
Daddy Chris. Yes, sir. There was a model when I was in secondary school. Colonel Lawan Gwadabe was the governor of Niger State. I think it was during Bebang. He now put something, it made something compulsory. I think that model is not a bad idea. Let me tell you, every civil servant then, it was compulsory for every civil servant then to have a farm. It was compulsory. They made it compulsory. And now I was looking at the bigger version. I've been listening to you very well. I was looking at the bigger version. What stops? Because if I'm waiting for state governments, I see a caveat there. As individuals, if we're waiting for state government to build it, it will be difficult. But if they say, probably there's a law that makes it compulsory for every household to at least have a farm, utilize the government lands or whatever. In fact, any model you're bringing, it will be difficult to. I'm telling you, Nigeria, our concept, it is always complex. But I think
you know why I have problem? Nigeria have tried the individual way, it didn't work. It's not true that we are not farming individually. We don't have the strength. We don't have the technology. We don't have the knowledge.
Yes.
The old people don't have what it takes to farm. But with cooperation, you think when I said that Urobo won't get farm? Now that kind of farm we won't get.
Exactly.
That glass house I won't get. We plan. No herdsmen they near where my glass house dey. You don't see where herdsmen they go fight you for inside your land, for inside your glass house. That is the modern way of farming. I cannot do it alone, but with Robo Farm, Robo Bank, I can create that farm. I start with tomatoes, after they sell, and they improve, they go.
Okay, Nigeria is a place whereby your inputs is more than your outputs. Because when you come to the aspect of electricity, when you want to preserve these crops, that is another big problem.
And it is say as I dey plant my plants, I don't know how I want to sell them. I don't tell me, I don't talk what I say. The banana when I go they produce na Europe, they go they sell some. When I sell for home finish. In fact, I go package Urobo Gari,
Even the process of exporting is another
problem.
There's market here.
Nigeria.
There is market everywhere. Look at what I ate yesterday.
We are not saying there's no market. Government policies too is a problem. Government policy is part of the problem. I have somebody that exports yam.
Let me get the product first. Get the product. What is going on? Even locally, you can even sell your food. It's not as if the food is not enough for Nigerians to eat. We are hungry. We import rice. Next time, if any food they go there, they go talk about how they go take bring rice. You don't go food for them again. These are political things. There will be politics in anything you do. It will affect you. That's why they become important to you. But we'll be talking as Urobo Nation. The idiots representing us in the House of Assembly will be speaking for us. Otherwise, we call him back. Because he now know we talk with one voice. He will be scared. You know, they never call anybody back from the House of Rep. Never call anyone from the House of Assembly. Never call anyone from Senate. Now, at that time, you know, say people get voice. When they have this kind of union, they will call you back if you are useless. I just said the
now,
guy
that is you are saying, Daddy Chris, you are sounding, Daddy Chris, you sound very academic. You are sounding very academic. But the practical reality, yes, you come with a model that is very academic and practicable though, but the Nigerian context makes these things very difficult. You say recall. How many people will I recall? Now, recalling, look, our kind of politics, and Chris, you
If I say, engineer, let me correct you this. The only reason you don't recall people is because people are hungry. There's no independence of the Nigerian man. No. Engineer, you can't talk today because you are hungry. By the time you are well fed, you speak.
Yes, that is true. That is true. You have a point.
And tell that bagger to shut his mouth up.
You have a point. Now they use poverty as a weapon.
It's because they are hungry. And that's what I'm saying. Food on the table.
That is what it is. The first we need to break away from that. We need to leverage ourselves from that
the poverty. And that's where I'm starting.
We're talking of.
You see what I've been saying? That's what I said. The corporation will liberate us from poverty. And then we'll begin to speak with one voice.
Daddy Chris, can you do us a favor?
Yes, sir.
Can you do us a favor? Most of these your postulations, please, during the Nigerian week, make it a point, because when you were talking, when I'm listening to you, I always wish that most of these government conventions and gatherings that we have here in Asaba, for example, if people like you can make speakers, but you know why people like you will not be allowed to speak? Because they know what you have, and they know that what you are coming to speak about is, except they don't know, they just bring somebody that doesn't know, just bring you and you climb the podium. But I make bold to say that if you can speak at the Nigerian week, speak to Nigeria and Nigerian leadership. Talk about them. Then forums that you interface with some of these people in the UK. When they come around, let's just keep talking. I believe in the word to keep talking. One day the deaf will hear. Because when you talk like this and we are in this end, we are responding. At times, yes, you speak well. The models are good, but we are the people that understand the context of our political lexicon and political practice here, the kind of democracy we practice, it is difficult. Unless there's, like you said,
difficult.
yes, we really need.
Let me tell you, engineer.
But not impossible. But not impossible.
I have lived a life. I've lived to some extent now where I have faced what it means to be a black man in the United Kingdom. I know what it means to be a Nigerian, living in Nigeria. And that's why when I talk from the point of the ordinary man. You understand? We have to start from, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. We have to start small. And what we really need is, don't be afraid. Sometimes you start something, you say, how am I going to finish it? It's not your job to finish it. I started Robo Television. I will not be the one to finish Robo Television. It's not my own, it's for Robo Nature. Don't start Robo Farm. You will not be the one to finish it. Marcus Garvey of that time is who I'm talking about now. Even if you've killed him, we're able to kill the idea. I'm talking about the idea, the man. How the man was able to liberate us now. So, God did not say you should finish it. And what I have learned, Mary, all the show I delivered, it's God that delivered them. I never know that Nigeria with this year will take place. God is making it possible.
Amen.
So who told you that you are the one that's going to do the work? When I started SROTV, do I know I will have you? When I started SROTV in my bedroom, do I know I will see beautiful, powerful Mary with two of you with me today? No. No, but this is the truth. We don't know where we're going to go with this. Yeah. Who said we're the one to finish it? Somebody may just come and eject something and that's it. God, see, leave anybody that doesn't believe in God is a fool. I always say the world belongs to God. The house I built today, I go die, leave her. The land, the house there, and that won't be God. No. All of us go come out, Mary. God, all the remainder, God get the land. Anybody when say get land, make it follow God, drag him. Thank you. You see, the guy started with a village community in Urobola. Thank you. God bless you. You see what I'm saying? And I started by talking about the Robo Bank today. And I really want this guy to take a little bit from it, you know. When I came up with it, and a lot of people said that, Chris, why don't you just start this idea on your own? And I said, Mary, if I start to Robo Bank, that Chris will own the bank, of what difference am I going to make with UBA? I want the Robo Bank run by Robo people, owned by the Robo people, for Robo people. You know, when they define democracy, government of the people, for the people, by the people. This is the meaning of it. Owning something by yourself, run by yourself, and for your own good. It will be defeated if it is Daddy Chris Bank. You don't claim the ownership of Robo. The way you cannot claim ownership of Robo Television. It belongs to the nation. And you're talking about the collective destiny of our children. Something everybody needs to respect. May God help all of us as we navigate this journey to truthfulness. And I'm not afraid. You know why? Because I know I'm not the one that would finish it. So those of you worried that, are you going to finish? I'm not worried because I know God is going to finish it. I've come today, I presented it. You know, like I said, I came up with Robo Commonwealth. Robo Bank is just one part of it. It's what we'll be talking about today. I've been able to sell Robo Bank to some people right now. But let me talk of Robo Farm first. You will know. And I come with a model that works. That's what I do. So Robo Commonwealth is a coming together of Robo people, like what Marcus Garvey did in those days with this improvement association for the purpose of liberating black people. Our people need liberation. The liberation is not with voting Tinubu or voting Oboribori. These are waste of our space. In fact, they need our help. You are someone that need your help. You are crying to him to come and help you. But everybody need help. Let's give him the help he needs. That's where we're going to end the show today. I'm very blessed to have all of you around. And I really want to thank you guys for this opportunity. It's a wonderful thing to sit down here and talk about the ideas, and I sell it as much as I can. That's what I do. And I publish this anyway. Most of the time, really, when I talk about things like this, I publish them. In this very one, I wrote an open letter to the UPU. You understand? So the other people can read it and they can take whatever they can take from it. Yeah, it's a waste of time and energy, my brother. Yes. So it's not time to say I'm going to go and vote. Voting is these guys are a waste of space, and they're everywhere the same. Politicians will be politicians, all right? But we, as a people, can come together, and thank God Nigeria is blessed with many different nations. Use it. Use it. Anything that can bring you together, even if it is a student association, use it. Grow your way. You must not be robot to grow. You might be some set of people that have the same common ideas. That's why I said the church is a waste of space. Even though the church is another union that should be used to grow wealth. Like I've said it before, how great would it be to have a Redeem Bank? How powerful will it be to have the Winners Bank? They can't get it wrong. And you know what? Because they have people following them already, once they announce it, they will sell it out. Or like that, the Christian is going to struggle. Can you imagine how much waste they are to us? That's why I never forgive the church. Because they have more people. The first thing there, Jesus Christ did say, the people that follow you, they are your features of men. And when you fish men, every other thing is added up to you. Why did they say Solomon have the wisdom? Solomon asked for wisdom to lead. And with that wisdom to lead, everything was added. It was not God that was adding it. Everything he wanted was coming. Money was coming. Women were coming. In Jesus' name. Maybe no one hear that one. Maybe that one man, one wife. It's not, you get problem with that girl. Well, thank you very much. I try to make a fun of everything we say here so that we can at least still laugh. What we do here is serious issues. There is the time for us now to come together and build a nation. And the building of the nation, my people, please, is not a revolution of the gun. It's a revolution, like I said here, a revolution that will rebuild dignity. We need to turn every backyard, every village into cooperation. Please, that is what you guys need to take on. And that is the mission.
Now, Daddy Chris, before we leave, let me close the narrative with a business model that is very, very related to what you're talking about. It is our cooperatives that we have, different cooperatives that we have in our offices. And I make bold to say that the cooperative is an ideal model of what you're talking, because that is where civil servants, most of them get money to build their houses, buy cars, some pay house rent, do whatever, etc. Now, there are trustees that are in charge. We have the president, the vice, the treasurer. We have ex-official members and about 7 to 8 officials that the constitution is binding on. And if you look at it, it's the same model you're talking about. You get dividends when we do actual annual general meeting based on the amount of money you invested, and it is working. And some people get dividends of up to 100,000, from 300, depending on the money you invested. But your share capital still remains, and you can borrow money for any form of investment to the tune of 3 times the amount of money you have in your share capital. So if I have 1 million naira in my share capital, for example, I can borrow up to 3 million. Then some, depending on your cash flow, depending on your level, and when they see the amount of money that comes from your salary, it's very, they can borrow up to 10 million. Maybe you want to roof your house or something. Now, this is the caveat. There's a leverage here. Now, the leverage is this. When you're looking at it, these monies now are controlled by the body, and the monies can definitely, nobody has a monopoly of this money. to himself. And the cooperative is such that when you are finally, the good leverage is money is deducted at source. That is why it is easier. That's why it's different from this one. It is deducted at source. But if you are waiting for civil servants to, out of when they pay salary, you now bring and come and pay the money you are owing or pay whatever, it is going to be difficult. So that is why the cooperative, multipurpose cooperative societies we have in the offices, Ministry of Commerce, Ministry of this and all that, it's easier to manage because they have direct access to your salary account where they can deduct their money, and it is the remaining that the government now pays to you. They send
engineer, you said it all. Yeah. Engineer, if you want to borrow money from Robobank, you will not be paying your salary to UBA. You have to be paying to Robobank if you want us to give you loan, so that we can get our money back. You understand? You want to build a house, we'll give you money to build a house, but your salary comes here. Imagine how many people will bring their money there because they want the loan.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
So you are running. You see, they're gonna be. You see, like I said, it's about demand and supply. What is the need for the person bringing the money to you, and what is the person getting? When we work, those of us, and when I wanted to open the corporation for Robo Nation, the Commonwealth, I call it Robo Commonwealth. What did I say to them? I said, with the Robo Commonwealth, I am going to create a model that the world will emulate. You understand? And because today I only talk about Robobank. If I tell you the next business Robo can do, you will breathe. You understand? But it is all possible. You know? Good. Thank you, Moses. Thank you. Very good, OTV. You understand? So if you see what I'm saying, in those days, let me close the show by saying, my house was then in Alaba, around Alaba International Market. So I used to go to LASU. They were anywhere I stay, I'll go to the academics institution. So LASU was my base. When I was there, all these lecturers, they didn't have a car. When I came back, all of them now have a car. Why? Because of cooperative. So cooperative, when I say Urobo cooperative, I'm using the easiest identity I can relate to. Otherwise, Ogara can have a cooperative. It doesn't have to be the whole of Urobo. In this model I wrote Ogara Bank. So if Urobo don't want to do it, Ogara, run with your own idea. Ugali, run with your own idea. You know what I mean? So it is not a must that you must do Delta cooperative. If Delta is misbehaving, why can't Etiopia West have a bank? Exactly what I'm saying. So we can begin to break it down. You see, the more administrative unit we have, the better. The more divided we are, really, for me, the better. You say, oh, I'm Yoruba, not be this. Okay, you work on your own. I work with you. I'm the governor. I like your setup. This is what we're going to do. Oh, they are Igbo. All right, I like your guys. We do this. You understand? Because you have your unique strength. I will use your strength to bless the nation. We need leadership. What we need is leadership. We're 2 hours over into the show. We need to stop. We talked too much today. And thank you very much, young women, for this wonderful time. It's not easy to sit down for 2 hours and just listen to this old man blab. But I want to thank you all. It's one of those things we do. Let me pick the big message of today. You see, and when and this I want to say to young people. When young people say, I want to change the system, don't be like Obama. Obama change was rhetoric. You understand? And that's the kind of things we're talking about today. Sorry, I'm going to bring this guy. People should not borrow more than what he or she puts in the bank. That is a fact. All right? Let me just hold with this. The revolution I want to see from young people, it's not the one of saying we're going to go and stop Delta State. We're going to stop the government. No, let's follow Marcus Garvey. Let's create farm in our backyard. Let us create villages into cooperation. You will win the next election. Because you don't even need to speak before you win the next election. Because these people now believe in you. You say, I'm going for this, so you win. They are not stupid. They know you've touched their lives. All those people telling they want to run for office, they want to be governor, what have they done? So why do you think when they become governor tomorrow, they will not build like Okowa, have a bank for himself? Okowa asked me, you get bank. Even if I don't feel proven, God, they prove him. as you sleep, you go die through away like that. See how that one dies, so that's why you go die through away. You see, all of us go die, but you won't go be shameful. You see what I'm saying? You cannot take a whole nation, a whole state investment, you say na your own. Now you they stand anywhere you say, yeah, everybody are clapping for you. Because people are clapping for you because they are poor. And they talk to Mary. If I marry Mary today, maybe because I did Nigeria, he go listen to me. If he reach here, after 2 weeks, he go tell me that he stop. She they earn her own money. You go stop. Not be this eye you go take stop. That's where we end the show. Thank you, God. God bless you all. Let's do this again tomorrow. All right, we'll get a lot of job to do. Nigeria Week is this. For those of you watching me, Nigeria Week is on Saturday. We're going to celebrate. We're going to put it down. We're going to shake London down. All right, on Saturday. If you don't get your ticket, if you don't get it, it might be too late. It's the first thing we'll be able to put together. Like I said, I wasn't hoping to have this year, but God has put it together. We're going to celebrate it and we'll wait for next year. Thank you, young women. Thank you for the hard work you guys do. Mary and Evelyn, you guys have been very amazing behind the scene. They don't see what you see. It's only when I call you and you're always there. You are my strength. And thank you for having me there. Only engineer and I be a runaway soldier. If I don't see engineer, I don't run.
I'm not like, runaway. If I'm committed with an obligation, I deliver. Man, I appreciate them. I give them moral support. I give him the moral support.
Yes.
To walk the walk.
They really try. And they do this, okay, sir.
Yes.
Let me do this, okay, sir. It takes a lot to have that kind of thing. It gives me a little bit of breathing space. All right? And people will not see what you guys do.
Thank you.
It's not only, we don't do only broadcasting, people. We make movies. We do a lot. And these two young women, as they're learning this difficult journey, God will always bless them. See,
Amen.
The things I do today, I can do a lot of things because I suffered them. I went through some hard time learning them. That's why I can sit and I can deal with some of them. God bless you. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.
Till then.
See you then.
Stay out of trouble. Bye.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. It's coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria. SR TV. Innovative content, global audience.